Hello, we've talked a lot in the past about the Fatui characters, such as Columbina, Dottore, and Capitano. But we've never really touched on the most important one among them, the character who stands just below the Tsaritsa in the Fatui hierarchy. Of course, we're talking about the leader of the Fatui, Pierro. Thanks to the recent teaser trailer about the Harbingers, the Shadows, which heavily highlighted this character, we now have plenty of hints pointing to a strong possibility that Pierro might become a playable character. So, I think it's time we take a closer look at him and explore how, even hypothetically, he could be playable. This is going to be an interesting and insightful discussion. Let's start by learning more about Pierro himself. To do that, we need to go back in time, to the fall of Khaenri'ah, that catastrophic event that destroyed the ancient civilization. At that time, Pierro served as a regular court mage. But he wasn't weaker than the sages. In fact, he surpassed them in some aspects, particularly in foresight. While observing the sages' experiments, he didn't have enough time to warn them to stop. This led to the breaking of forbidden taboos and invoked the wrath of the gods, resulting in a massive battle that devastated the land. During this battle, Pierro demonstrated power that rivaled that of the gods, something that reminds us of Dainsleif's story, as there are many parallels between the two. In the new teaser, we saw a glimpse of Pierro witnessing the goddess Renanfa, the goddess of death, casting the curse of immortality upon all the people of Khaenri'ah. Through Pierro's internal monologue, he said, "I don't care about the cost of gazing upon the god. I already knew it. What matters to me is the cost of killing it." After this experience, Pierro came to hate the heavenly order and vowed to destroy it. To achieve this goal, he pledged loyalty to the Tsaritsa, founded the Fatui organization himself, and took command of it. Now that we've gone through his backstory, let's move to the big question: will Pierro become a playable character? If we look at Capitano's case, things aren't entirely clear. On one hand, the developers did feature Pierro in the new teaser, and as we know, they usually only showcase characters in teasers if they're going to appear in the upcoming region. So it's almost certain we'll see him in the story. But at the same time, if we follow the expected order of the Harbingers, Pierro's turn hasn't come yet. It's more likely that Columbina will be the next playable Fatui character. The developers might repeat what they did with Capitano, introduce Pierro in the story and then have him disappear for a while, still alive, of course, leaving the door open for him to become playable later. Contrast this with Signora, whose return as a playable character seems very unlikely. So, while it's still just a possibility, it's definitely a strong one. There's also nothing stopping the developers from making us allies of the Fatui in the new story, for the sake of a shared goal. For example, searching for Columbina, who, judging from the trailer, may have left or even fled from the Fatui. Now, regarding what element Pierro might use, based on his outfit, I'd say there's a chance he could be either Cryo or Hydro. As for his weapon, since he's a mage, it's possible he would use a catalyst. But on the other hand, given his stature and strong personality, a Claymore might also suit him. Let's quickly summarize. First, it's highly likely that Pierro will appear in the story, but whether he'll be playable and when, that remains uncertain. I think we might see a scenario similar to Capitano's, where he's introduced with limited information. But since we're now in the Cryo region, home to many Fatui, there's no reason the developers couldn't release Columbina, Pierro, and even Pantalone together as playable characters. Especially since the teaser showed 7 more Harbingers. Of course, not all of them will become playable, but we're hoping we'll at least get a few. That's all for today. Don't forget to write in the comments what you think about the Fatui, and about Pierro in particular. It'll be fun to read your thoughts. See you in the next video. Goodbye.